Hi, Paragon Mills artists. I hope you're doing well, keeping safe and healthy, and enjoying some of this really great warm weather. This week, as we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, we're featuring different artists in our city of Nashville. And this week we are brought here to the north side of Nashville on the corner of 15th and Jefferson Street. And we are meeting a new muralist for you all, but for the city of Nashville, this is definitely a pro, and Miss Elisheba.
Hi kids, how are you? My name's Elisheba Mrozik, and I'm an artist here in Nashville, Tennessee. I do murals and I do regular paintings. I also do tattoos. Ask your parents about that.
Well, Elisheba, I see this beautiful mural you have here. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you? What gave you the idea to create this work of art?
Awesome, yeah. So my tattoo shop is in this building, and I really wanted to make something that kind of represented myself and the area around us and the educational system behind us, which is why I chose kind of royalty when it comes to the subjects. I've got like a queen and a king because Fisk University is right behind us, and a lot of people who graduate from there go on to do great things, and they're very smart and they become leaders in the world, and royalty kind of represents that leadership aspect. And I also wanted to play on the words that we use to call each other king and queen. I know maybe some of your parents or family members have called each other, hey king, hey queen. You know, it's just a greeting to each other. So I wanted to kind of illustrate and embody that term as well.
Wow, that's incredible. I see that you use a lot of symbols. Can you tell us a little bit about the gold and black symbols, and also these purple images around the woman?
Yes. So these concepts might get a little a little bigger, but
So, Elisheba, can you tell us a little bit about the symbolism in the mural?
yes. These symbols here on this side are part of the African Adinkra symbols, and that is a West African picture language from the people in Ghana. And these symbols are connected to myself and to most Black Americans because of the slave trade, and a lot of our ancestors came from Ghana. And I did a DNA test, and it said that most of my stuff was from like the Ghana, Ivory Coast, Congo areas. And so I wanted to, in a lot of my paintings now, I put a lot of symbolism from those places because I kind of deal with a lot of historical and ancestral concepts in my pieces. And this particular symbol from over there means this particular symbol means God is like power, and that power aspect is what I wanted to put into this piece with leadership and royalty, so that every symbol here is like something to do with leading and going forward. So the colors of the purple are royal colors, but I really love the color purple and like pinks, just because of the beautiful aspect and how they play on the eyes. They're cool, but they're very vivid and bright. And like the Egyptian imagery just harkens back again to more like this scarab necklace harkens back to just more of the African heritage and pieces of cultures that are in all of us Americans of African descent in America. These symbols are kind of just abstract pieces, and they're not necessarily a specific thing. But when you get to these like little triangles and these patterns in the mask, that's when you get to more of the West African symbolism. Those symbols are from mud cloth, which is another type of cloth that is used. Yeah, there we go. Another type of cloth that is used, these kind of triangles. And these like stripy patterns are from that mud cloth. That's just a traditional fabric used. And then another Dinka symbol is in the middle of the mask. And then cowrie shells are used and have been used for centuries as like forms of payment in some cultures. So that comes back into the riches which are embodied in knowledge, and rather than stuff. So again, leadership, strength, and power in a mental aspect and not just a physical is kind of what this whole piece is about.
Wow. I have a lot of my students that sometimes they might get frustrated, a piece is not going their way, and they just have, I've been there, and they just want to give up. What kind of words of encouragement? Because I imagine that this was not created in like one day, and the planning of it wasn't
it's
just
not
like,
even the same as the original drawings,
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
I draw every day, and I'm lucky enough to draw every day for my job. But I have so many drawings that will never see the light of day, that I have crumpled up and thrown away or set aside because it's just not coming together for some reason. But giving up doesn't get it finished. So I always make sure I try to come back. Even years later, I have come back to pieces and just been like, that was never what I wanted. I'm gonna fix it now, because I feel like now I have the vision and the knowledge and the techniques and skills to be able to make it look how I originally wanted it. And I have a perfect example of that I'll have to show you. So never give up. It's true. And I know people be like that all the time, but if you saw my work 10 years ago versus now, you would think that it was a totally different artist. And you can see your growth, but you just have to give it time. But if you give up and you just give it up, then you won't be able to grow and make it what you really wanted. Don't get frustrated. That's what sketchbooks are for. They are to fill up with ideas and rough sketches and things that you don't like until you get to what you do like. And you will get to what you do like.
Thank you, Miss Elisheba.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Paragon Mills, for always being on and checking out our YouTube channel for more art in the city. And I thought I was going to stop with this one because this is the last week of school. But you know what? I decided that I'm having so much fun meeting amazing artists and making new friends that I'm just going to keep doing them throughout the summer. And maybe hopefully you guys will start walking and taking a journey through our great city and checking out all of these amazing public artwork and checking out the venues where they are.
Real quick, if you haven't already, free coloring book sponsored by Metro Arts is on my website, and Bobby will send you a link to that. It's free. You can download it, print it at home. If you don't have access to a printer, in the next week or so, MMPS and Bookham will be distributing some printed copies. It's limited copies. We had to hand print them. But cool coloring book that I did for Metro Arts, and it's free for you to color. And there's a little mini version of this in there.
Oh my God, that's such a great bonus. I didn't even know about that. Yeah, so I'll definitely, when I get that information, I will give it back to all of you all. Again, we're here again for this week's assignment. Just really have fun with, again, thinking of symbolism, thinking about color, and thinking about this lovely term for people that you care about, queens and kings. And especially like Miss Elisheba talked about, you know, scholars that are finishing school, have graduated this year, high school, and are going on to maybe vocational school or colleges, and thinking of them. And maybe you have a family member or a friend that has graduated from high school, and creating a work of art to give them gratitude for the success and the growth that they have done. Thank you all, and I'll see you very soon. I'm gonna keep doing these, and thank you so much,
No
Elisheba.
problem.
Bye.